This is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we're going to be talking about the Pope. For those interested, I am using today the Classic Tarot, the Llewellyn Classic Tarot deck. Great deck to have. And again, guys, if you're interested, I would appreciate it if you feel like I'm providing some good insight. Please feel free to share, like, subscribe. And I also want to thank my subscribers on Rumble. You guys are awesome. Thank you. My views on BitChute and my views on YouTube. You guys have been great. And thank you also for the comments. Now, for a while now, we've been hearing like the Pope not doing too great in terms of health-wise. And between you and I don't even think it's the same Pope. I think that he probably was replaced at one point, because I think in 2021 or 2019 there was a blackout in the Vatican, and a lot of people were mentioning of gunfire, and soon after there was this rumor floating around that the Pope was possibly detained on house arrest or something to that effect. So I want to think that that was a signal back then, and that because as soon as that incident occurred, the Pope that we've been seeing have not been the same. He looked different, and I think you could look it up on Google. And he's been sick ever since. There's always been like some health issue going on. So I think all of that has been a signal. Now, yes, I am from Haiti. I was born and raised Roman Catholic, but I always knew that something was off with that religion. Well, with all religion, because the craziness that I've experienced, seen, heard, going on in church, not cool, people, not cool. So I wanted to ask the question, what's going on with the Pope? Or I guess ask a better question, what does the universe wants to share about the Pope, the one in the Vatican? Not the black Pope, the Pope that everybody sees. Let's see what the cards want to share about that. Card wants to say about the Pope. First card, Knight of Wands, movement. Second card is the Eight of Swords, situation. Past, Three of Swords. Present, Five of Cups. Potential outcome, Eight of Pentacles. Advice, Knight of Cups. Page of Cups. So we ask, what does the cards want to tell us about the Pope? So it looks like at one point in time, the Pope was moved to, let's say, a secure location where he cannot leave. Interesting. Knight of Wands is a movement card. Fire. Now, usually I see this card when it comes to the military or the alliance. It's like one of the... So I have three cards that shows up for the alliance or military for me. Is the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, or it could be the King of Wands that shows up. So this is the third one. I see it when the military is involved, if they have an operation and they went in to detain somebody. So, and it could be a movement card where he was moved by a group, and uh, he has been detained ever since. So I think in this sense, they're talking about the real one. So the real one was moved and he's being detained somewhere where he cannot leave. Okay? In the past, Three of Swords. So Three of Swords, again, when you see this card, there's no way to sugarcoat it. It's a card of loss, cause of card of betrayal. You see three swords going straight to the heart, right? It's as if information have come out to really pierce that heart, to really, I'm not saying to break it, but to reveal information that did not be changed, right? And then those information is so hurtful that it's as if it broke your heart. And I think we've known that. You know, we've seen the lawsuits, we've seen heard the stories of people who were abused, who were hurt when they were little by these so-called priests, right? By those predators. Not cool. So a lot of information has come out over the years to expose, you know, what that group and people has been doing. And the Pope in particular, as a head leader, he has been covering up those things, a lot of those crimes. And I think he recently apologized about it. Was it recently or not? Or maybe a few months ago, to address, you know, I'm pretty sure a PR nightmare. But the truth is coming out. And a lot of people are saying that. So I think a lot of people feel betrayed by the Pope, hurt by what, you know, uh, this religion represented, or whatever you want to call it. So right now, this is the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is a card of loss, losing, being disappointed in general with the religion, with what the Pope represents, because the Pope been advancing some globalist ideals that's not in keeping with what, you know, the church or the teaching of Jesus. I mean, it's as if it's two different religions. What the Roman Catholic has been preaching, and if you start doing true research on the life of Jesus himself, or Joshua, it's two parallel universes. So I think a lot of people who are really consider themselves, you know, a follower of righteousness and Jesus Christ, they're probably disappointed at this point of what about the Pope, what he represents, what he's done, and all of that. So, okay. And the same token, I find it interesting that is the Three of Cups that shows up. There's two cups. And I think people, it's as if to tell people, don't throw the baby with the bathwater kind of thing. It's as if, like, you know, yes, there are a lot of bad people in the Catholic Church, but don't use it as an opportunity to reject the Bible completely. There are some good nuggets in there. So I think it's as if, yes, people are disappointed overall with the Pope, what he represented, you know, what he's about and all that. But do keep in mind that, you know, Jesus' teaching, some of them are pretty legit, are pretty cool. So I think that's pretty nice of the cards to wanting to pointing out that out. Okay, and the outcome. So the outcome, Eight of Pentacles. Because we asked, what's going on with the Pope? So the Pope has been gone. So right now, Eight of Pentacles, as if somebody in the background is trying to build up whatever is left of, or working on either maintaining appearance or, because the Eight of Pentacles, you see this gentleman, he's working at perfecting his craft. and that is a tangible card. So I can see there's two ways to look at this. And I'm going to tell you both. The first way is that somebody in the background is working at keeping everything legit, making sure, that the Pope appears, still does his mass, even though it's not the real Pope, it's somebody else, and working, paying attention to details, to keep the job done, to keep, uh, keep the motor rolling, keep the institution working, like a well-oiled machine. That's one way of looking at it. And the other way of looking at it, it could be there's somebody in the background working at either making things better or changing things or moving things along. But either way, there is a person, there is a group out there that is working on in a meaningful way. Like, for example, the Pope was sick. He had bronchitis a few days ago. He got out of the hospital, and then he went to visit kids. And so somebody is working in the background to maintain that illusion, to maintain that image, because the King of Cups is showing up. The King of Cups usually is somebody who's there, who he's a master manipulator. This is the card. He make attention to detail, to woven, to convince people of a particular way, to sway people in a particular direction. So there is a group that's working on maintaining that illusion, or that feeling that the Pope is still around, that he's doing his thing, that he's still doing masses, or that he's still doing, whatever Pope does. But that Page of Cups. So Page of Cups is telling me it's a pivot, it's a message. So there's going to be a surprising message, maybe not too distant future, about what's really been going on right now. Take two cards. Nine of Cups and Strength. A Nine of Cups and Strength. Well, that's an unusual combo. So, as if to say, the Nine of Cups is getting your wish come true. So I think wish come true, maybe collectively, all wish will come true about the truth, about what's going on. And Strength card is saying that maybe there's more about the Pope that's happening that we have not been disclosed, or that we're not aware of. So we will get a wish where not only the information is going to come out, strength, but it's as if, but the fact that it's strength, major arcana is saying that it's going to be, there's more to this, and that we're going to have to be strong and patient to digest whatever more is going on with the Pope, or whatever more is going to be revealed in the future. Okay. So while we're at it, we're asking about the Pope. Is the Vatican gonna still exist after this Pope? Will the Vatican still go on? I mean, people like to hold on to the past. It's tradition. But when you find out the truth, is it worth to hold on to certain traditions? I wonder. So what does the card wants to share? Will people hold on to this Vatican, what it represents after the Pope is passed, or officially, or something? Do people want to hold on? First card is Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, Hangman in the past, Six of Pentacles, Temperance, potential outcome, Four of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. Oh wow, this is such an interesting. So the Queen of Pentacles is telling me that yes, they're gonna want to hold on to the Vatican because of its resources, because of its information. Because you see, Pentacle is about what is real, what is tangible. So I'm guessing the Vatican itself is a library and holds a lot of information. Even if the Pope's dead and there's no longer Pope or religion or whatever, they're going to want to hold on to that location a little while longer because of the information that it holds. Because it's the Queen of Pentacles. It's tangible. It's real. It could be gold. It could be money. It could be scriptures. It could be books. It could be knowledge, but tangible. Like you could really touch. You could really feel. So people are going to want to hold on to it. King of Wands. So the King of Wands, like I mentioned earlier, King of Wands is one of the cards that represent Mr. T and the Alliance. So it's as if there's a group who's going to want, they're going to want to keep it. They're going to want to maintain control over it. The Hangman in the past. The Hangman is the past that there's a different story or the different side to the story. Or there's a different angle that we're not seeing yet, or there's more to the story that we have that have not yet been revealed, because the Hangman is about looking at things in a different way. And you see this gentleman hanging down, and as in this yoga position, as he's meditating, as he's contemplating, the truth is going to come out. So there's more to this. So we're just going to have, so in the past, so that's interesting. In the past, I guess whoever went there and took over decided, okay, there's more to this that they didn't realize. So I'm guessing when the Alliance, took over, they probably realized there's more to this, and there's more to the story. There's a different aspect that they did not consider. So eventually, so Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles. So usually for me, so six is stability. It's also about government as well, maintaining control. So it's as if like they're trying to say that the Alliance or Mr. T people, they're going to be maintaining control over this. And over the years, they're going to be sharing with the population their findings about what the Vatican's been hiding in their coffer or in their knowledge. So there's more. So in the past, there's more to this, to the Vatican, that meets the eye. Okay, we kind of always knew that, but the fact that it's a major arcana that shows up, it tells me it must be big. Whatever they find out that's down there or in their library, totally different from what they taught. So that's interesting. It's like over time, the information is gonna be shared with people. So either the knowledge or the gold, but I feel like it's more knowledge. I don't know if the people are gonna give gold away. It would be nice though, right? We're gonna be sharing with the rest of the world what they find out. So it might not be, the government say, here's what we find. It might be like scholars or who's gonna come out with articles or information that what they discover, happening. So that's interesting. So Temperance card. So Temperance card in the potential outcome, major arcana. So things are gonna work itself out concerning the Vatican itself. That's interesting. So things are gonna work itself out. but also in terms of control, things will level itself out at one point. You know, it will work itself out with the Vatican. Okay, so no worries. uh Four of Pentacle. Four of Pentacle. So Four of Pentacle is a card of keeping control. So it looks like for the time being, based on what they found on the Vatican, they're gonna have to keep tight control of it, because whatever it is must be big. Because this is not usually this. When I see this card, it's for the bad guys, but here it feels like the good guy, all holding a tight rein on whatever trove of information, gold, whatever it is. They're gonna they're holding tight. They're holding tight for now, because but eventually they will share with the world their findings, uh, with what they discovered or what they found, or and they will present it to the world. So, you know, but for now they have to maintain balance, because maybe things are still sketchy. uh, so wow, wow, wow. Okay, so let's see. Now that we're here, might as well go. What is the what is in the Vatican that's different than what we thought about? What else is there that, you know, is the cards wants to share? It's different from what we thought. So what is it? So what does the card wants to say about that? Are you ready to hear that information? I know I am. I'm curious. What information? Because if the White Hats went in there and discovered something different that they did not expect, find out something totally different. There's more to this. Can the card elaborate what it is? What is it? Incredibly curious. See if the cards wants to share. We know about the bad regular stuff. It's not regular. Ten of Wands, the first card. Knight of Pentacle. Situation. Ace of Pentacle. Pass. Strength card. Present. King of Sword. Outcome. Three of Cups. Ten of Swords. Okay, two tens. Interesting. Same Ace of Pentacle showed up again. So it's as if to say, it's as if to say the 10 with the 10 of Wands. Once everything is over, with the fight, with the war, with the propaganda, with everything, then little by little, slowly, surely, the information is going to start coming out with that Knight of Pentacle. Knights or movement cards, and they're pretty slow in coming out. They're pretty slow, but they always reach their destination. And the Pentacle is tangible, it's real, so a lot of the information, evidence, whatnot, is going to be coming out, but very slowly. Ace of Pentacle, so there is a lot of information that they want to present to the public, to the world, because Ace, we've seen that Ace earlier, so there's a lot of information in there in the Vatican that they want to present to the population. This is in the past. However, right now with the Strength card, we're gonna have to be patient. We're gonna have to hold on. You know, I know a lot of people are curious. I know I am. I'm intrigued. But with the Strength card, it's saying to be patient. right now, because you know, there's still some stuff going on, and I think we can see it all over the world. But eventually, with the King of Swords, the truth is going to be coming out in a big way. Because the King of Swords is about dispensing truth, dispensing information, justice, and about establishing order in government, establishing order, and establishing truth. That's all that card. It's about major disclosure. So King of Swords is about truth, words, facts, information, and spiritual awakening. It could be all of that, and all that can apply. So basically, eventually, the information is gonna come out. You know, I think, you know, once we're well over the target, well after, you know, the people who's been hurting little people are gone, justice been met, once after all the bad stuff has been eliminated from this world, you know, Ten of Swords, once that chapter has been ended, usually this card, the Three of Cups, it's a beautiful card, but I think in this sense, it feels like it's more feels toward the people who use little people to get the A drug, adrenochrome. You may want to do research about that word and how it's extracted from little people that are under 12. You may want to check it out. So once they've been captured, taken, put out their misery, then all this cleanup is done. Then the truth is come out. Will eventually come out about. But you know, it's so interesting. The card did not want to say what it was. The card did not want to say what was different in the Vatican that we were not expecting. So anywho, the card doesn't want to say. It just say that it's going to come out when it needs to come out. So the universe is a very nice way. It's saying that you don't need to know right now. Wow. Thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. That was interesting. I look forward to your comments and your likes, subscribe. Thank you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.